He's back.
Finally got the watch that you were looking for.
This is definitely a treasure chest.
It's like a subtle way to wear a 30 grand gold watch.
Tough one to bring it back. I've enjoyed wearing it.
Do you want to know what happened?
How did it happen?
Ask her.
I'd take this over a Nautilus any day.
I've seen the little chip. It's a shame that. But,
Do you want to know what happened?
how did it happen?
Ask her.
Yeah.
Lets me wear it.
No, it's not the worst. Harry, I don't even know if you'll be able to pick that, but just like the kind of bezel surround, the steel surround. Obviously the ceramic's fine because it doesn't mark,
yes,
but yeah.
The ceramic's alright.
Yeah, ceramic's fine. Obviously just lightweight and we'll get that polished, that's fine.
This is heavy though.
Yeah. Everyone seems to think because it's on rubber strap that it's going to be light as a feather. It's still, people don't realise it's still 18 karat gold, so obviously it's still heavy, so great watch though. Really, really cool watch.
And I know it's, like you say, it's 18 carat, but it's rubber. It's a bit more low key.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was just saying to the customer before. He was looking at an Oysterflex Daytona. It's like a subtle way to wear a 30 grand gold watch without it having a full bracelet on.
And I much more prefer subtle, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's an Omega Speedmaster. It's 2016, and it's the first watch worn on the moon, or based on that. Okay, so could you just confirm what the offer was, please?
It was 2-3 if you did it on the
Consignment.
consignment, yeah, an 1800 pound.
Okay, and what was it you prefer to do?
I think consignment, yeah, there's no hurry with it, so you might as well.
The only issue, you see on the plastic, they're like, they're not like a new watch where they have a sapphire crystal, so it's like a acrylic.
Right.
You see where it has a few scratches on it?
Yes, I can.
It might be the case that needs replaced.
Right, okay. And if it does need replacing, does that just come off what we get, or do we pay for that in advance?
No, it'll come out of the cost.
Okay.
So I'll get that checked. Do you know if you have any spare links for it?
Possibly not. I'll check.
Yeah, just anything like that will help because it's not.
We did have, but I'm wondering if whether when we got rid of the original box, originally he was keeping it. I'm wondering if when we got rid of the original box, he's got rid of the links. I'll look at home and I'll ring you when I get home.
Yeah, of course,
you
no
can just
problem.
have them in the bedside drawer. It definitely came with them.
There you go, mate. So the watch is literally like brand new. There you go. You've been looking for one for a little while. Wait till one pops about kind of like the right money, yeah.
Yeah, I texted you a while ago saying if you get a cheap Hulk or Batman, Batgirl, and let me know, and we'll see what I've done. So I like green. I wear more green than I would blue. So
Do you want to try it on? Do you want any links out? Yeah, because Submariners, with it being full links as well with the glide lock, it's huge. So we'll probably need to take a few out.
yeah,
That's with 3 links taken out and then the glide in the middle so it can go bigger.
yeah, perfect.
You finally got the watch that you were looking for, so
Yeah.
I'll grab you a bag, mate, and a watch roll as well.
So he's back. Client bought a Tudor Black Bay about 6 months ago, and at the time said he would be back in about 6 months to swap it for a Yacht-Master. So have you enjoyed this while you've had it?
I have, to be honest. Yeah, it was a tough one to bring it back. I've enjoyed wearing it. Nice watch.
It is nice little watch.
Which model is it, John? Is it the
So
58?
it's the blue, smaller size one, blue bezel, blue dial, and we'll get that polished and we'll have no problem selling that again. This was the one that you were interested in, so this is the Yacht-Master 40 with the rhodium dial, platinum bezel, 40mm. There we go. August 2021, new card, and as you can see, it has everything with it.
Yeah.
And it's in immaculate condition, so if you want to pop it on, I'll see what we need to take out. Take one out of each side and we'll see how it is, and then that watch is advertised for 11,250. It can be 10,500. We'll allow 2,000 in part exchange for the Tudor, so the balance is, well, 8,450.
No problem at all. Yeah, we'll do it.
Perfect. Okay.
Got a deal.
Thank you.
So it's got the original box and everything, and then
It's a coarse one.
36mm.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. Is it for female or male?
It's a gent's watch. It's a little bit on the smaller side for a men's watch now. 2003 dated. So back then it would have been like the main men's size. Maybe just try it on and see what it's like on the wrist. Get the best feel for it. But the condition of the watch is literally perfect. And we bought it from the person that actually bought it new as well.
Oh, right.
So he had it in his collection that long. 1750 it's online for.
Yeah.
But we can, if you did want to take the watch, we can do a slight deal on that as well. I can make it 1600, and I can also include a watch roll as well.
Thanks.
No problem.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. No problem.
Thank
We'll see you in a
Thanks,
couple of hours.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Rob, it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met.
That's right. That's right. The reason I'm sitting here now is because of my love of watches. I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel about watches and stuff. And so that's basically how I'm ending up sitting here today.
Well, it's a great excuse to start a YouTube channel. And yeah, we welcome you to the store. So I've pulled out some of a mix of brands, some of the higher end watches we have at Watchtrader. But
All right. Now I'm going to take off. Oh, you had noticed, take off the watch I'm wearing now. And I think you had mentioned it before.
yeah, it's a beautiful watch.
Yeah. The IWC Engineer. I mean, I love this watch. And even non-watch people will compliment this watch.
Because this is a Gerald Genta design, isn't it?
It is.
It's probably
It is.
the most unsung hero of the Gerald Gentas.
It is, and it's. I think in my mind it's criminal because to me, I take this over a Nautilus any day.
Yeah.
And unapologetically.
This is a watch that was from the 70s, I believe, with
That's
IWC.
right. That's right.
And it actually looked more similar to this back then, but I know that the iterations between, they actually didn't look too... They veered away from the original design language, didn't they? And then now they've come back. I think IWC have done a beautiful job with this.
100%.
And this is definitely the standout dial.
That aqua color is so unique in the best sort of way.
It's a 40mm case.
40 millimeter.
How do you find that? Do you think it's a good size, or...?
For me personally, my wrists are about 6 3/4 inches, so
Yeah.
it fits my wrist like a glove, and it's relatively thin.
Yeah.
Now it's heavy because of the integrated bracelet, but it wears like a dream. So
All right. Well, I'll pop that on our tray here and let you go ahead and have a
Alright.
little look
Ooh,
inside.
I know.
okay?
I'm so excited. This is like a kid in a candy store, but an expensive candy
Yeah,
store.
definitely.
Oh my gosh.
The viewers
Oh
are-
my gosh. This is definitely a treasure chest.
Yeah.
You've
What are you initially drawn to?
I see you've got the new Yacht-Master 42 titanium.
Yeah, that weighs around 100 grams. And
So light, that titanium is.
it's funny because with luxury watches, you often associate weight with quality, don't you? I think it influences the way you feel about the quality of a watch. Obviously, this is probably more difficult to manufacture than a steel watch or a precious metal watch because titanium's hard to work with.
Oh, 100%. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you, some titanium watches, because they're so light, they feel almost cheap or plasticky.
Yeah.
Whereas this one still has some heft to it.
Yeah.
Like the IWC Engineer, their titanium version, they still have some heft to it.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what my favorite part of this watch is, and I don't know, maybe you won't have seen this. The lume on this watch is spectacular. If you've not seen this watch at night, you're missing out. That's when it's at its absolute best.
Well, being the 42mm model, they actually increased the size of the hour markers, so that probably emphasizes the strength of the lume as well. That you would consider adding to your personal collection?
The answer is no. I think it's cool, but 42 is kind of big for me.
Yeah. 12,350.
12,350.
Is the RRP.
I should know it too. But
Yeah.
and y'all are asking 29?
Yeah, so this watch, from the customers that's been into, Watchtrader has customers all over the UK and internationally, and the people who are getting these watches, I mean, they are like VIP.
Yeah. No, I know that.
Buyers. It's up there with the hardest watches to get from the AD.
I spoke to one of the Rolex dealers that I work with, and he told me that, so they announced this watch at Watches and Wonders 2023. So it's been, a good year and a half since this was announced. And he told me that they've had one come through in a year and a half. One. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a special watch. I think it's going to be a watch that you're not going to see on many people's wrists.
Right.
I think it's going to be a watch that collectors buy and probably put away, which is a shame because, I mean, it's a badass looking Rolex, isn't it? I love the colour.
Yeah.
The titanium's a bit more subdued than the Oyster steel.
Right.
And the matte, it's just a mean looking watch.
I describe it as smoky black. Okay.
But this is an Eisenkiesel,
Right.
date 36, the Diamond 6 marker. But I just think it's a beautiful watch. It's a watch that's got a natural stone dial. I believe Eisenkiesel comes from Germany.
Yeah, I've
mainly.
heard that too. I've not seen the 36. I've seen a 40.
Yeah.
But the 40 I saw had the diamond bezel, and it was blinding.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past all those diamonds, but the stone itself is incredible.
Yeah, so every dial's unique. And I mean, for me, I really like a date in 36mm. I know that 40mm is probably the more popular one these days, but 36 for me, it's the original size, I just think it's brilliant.
I prefer the 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is very special.
Why do you like the 40 over the 36? What is it about that?
I can give you my honest opinion.
Yeah, sure.
It looks like a lady's watch to me.
Right, okay.
Now, especially with the diamonds and everything, it looks like a lady's
feminine.
watch. Again, no disrespect. Listen, if it's good enough for Tony Soprano, it should be good enough.
I would say
it should be good enough for anyone.
A lot of people would say he's a manly guy.
Yeah.
So that's Eisenkiesel dial. What's your experience? I saw in one of your recent videos I think you got hands-on with the new rose gold Vacheron with the green dial. Is that correct?
Yes.
This was the blue dial has been the hero dial. Now, don't quote me on this, but I think those dials actually start off black, and then it's through layering of
is that right?
like kind of the lacquer, they actually you get that deep blue.
Right. But I find this so beautiful. I was so fortunate because I found they had them, and they just knocked my socks off. And you know what I like? Now, they come with a leather strap and a rubber strap. Mm-hmm. To me, this on the rubber strap is a home run.
So a Royal Oak, a Nautilus, or an Overseas, like what's your hierarchy?
Oh, gosh. I'll probably get massacred for this from my watch pals.
Asking the tough questions.
Yeah. Oh, God, I got to go home and face the music. Of the three, this is my favorite. Right. If I could have one as a Grail watch, it would be the rose gold with the blue dial on the blue rubber strap.
We'll just bring this into the conversation.
Okay.
Because this is rose gold, blue dial. That one is a 2024. The market price of that, it's around £89,000 at the moment.
That's the retail price?
No, the retail price on that one is $67,900 here in the UK. And this is about $24,100, I want to say. Don't quote me on that exactly, but I know that this is pretty much retail price in the market, whereas this one trades above. But it's a very new model, this. So
it's a lot. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan. There's so much going on, and that's a lot of rose gold. Now, if you put this on the rubber strap, I might change my tune, but I prefer the simple dial. I prefer like a date only most of the time. I think because they have such beautiful colors, why would you want to crowd them up? To me, that's how I look at it.
So, simple, it would maybe bring us to this.
I can't take it.
It would maybe bring us to this, right? So that's a 37mm. Okay. That's a 2016 watch. Okay. Firstly, I really like the size. I prefer that over the 41mm. I know lots of people, the 41 is going to be the more desirable model. But for me, it's a very...
Don't they have a version of this in a 39?
So
what's the
jumbo's 39.
That's
the
my
proportions
sweet,
on that are
That's
beautiful.
my sweet spot.
Yeah, because it's super thin.
Yeah.
And just the bezel to the dial, the proportions are just...
Yeah, see, again... No disrespect.
Yeah, but this is too small for you.
It looks to me like a lady's watch. Now, if you were wearing it, it probably
have you tried one?
No, I have not tried. I'm not.
You can put it on your wrist if you want.
Do it
and see what you think of the look of it.
Maybe listen. I don't.
Because obviously, with the integrated bracelets, you get that extra presence on the wrist anyway.
Harry,
now it's on the wrist. Has it changed at all?
I'm sure I would get used to it.
Yeah.
However, I've had that 40mm engineer on my wrist, and this looks like
your wrist is calibrated to a bigger size.
It looks like the adopted child of my engineer because of the size. The 39, that's it.
It's a great size. It's a great size.
It's a super cool watch, but I prefer these over the Nautiluses.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but
it's a much more industrial design, the Royal Oak. I think the Nautilus is a bit more elegant. It's got more curved edges. This is very...
Right.
But I think the bracelet on the Royal Oak is probably the best of the three. One of the biggest, I don't know if you could use the word bargain, But certainly a watch that is well under retail at the moment is the white gold sub. I know in the States they call this the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster, that's how I know it.
Here we tend to call it the Blueberry.
Right. How do you say it again?
I say Cookie Monster.
No, the British version.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. Yeah, blueberry.
Blueberry.
Right.
Yeah. I need to work on my pronunciation.
Yeah, that's right. Well, listen, I've been here long enough. I'm supposed to sound like y'all, not the other way around. I'm a huge fan of this. I've tried this on 3 or 4 times, but
do you know what the retail price is of that watch?
it's gone up. It's gone up
Twice.
Let me guess. I'm gonna say it's upper 30s.
Yeah, 38,200.
Myself, I would love to own this, except it's too heavy.
Yeah.
Every time I put this on, I look at it, and then in 30 seconds or 45 seconds, it feels like it's digging in my skin.
Yeah.
So this is one for sale in y'all shop.
Yeah.
All right, let me guess, because my understanding is that the precious metals watches are not near as desirable as they used to be, and the prices, they can all be had for under retail price
quite a lot.
from a company like y'all. All right, so if this retails for, what did you say,
38,200.
38,200. So it's 38.2. I bet y'all are asking 30ish, maybe.
No, it's less. So
It's less?
Yeah, that one's up for 26,750.
Really?
Yeah, and that's a 2020 piece.
I like that better than blue with blue or black with black.
Yeah.
It just
Provides a nice contrast, doesn't it?
100%.
It's interesting though, the Smurf that you referenced there, which has got the blue dial, the previous one.
Yeah.
That one is probably more sought after than this, just because I think it's more obvious that it's a different Submariner, you know what I mean? Like the blue bezel, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like the Hulk versus the Starbucks. You know, I think there's a lot of people who still prefer the Hulk because I think it's the contrast between that and a regular black Submariner is greater. What we're finding now in the market is that because they trade a lot under retail, and if you bought that brand new for 38,000 now, and you went to sell it, say a brand new 2024 piece, obviously you're going to lose money selling it to a dealer. Yeah. So what that means is there's less people buying brand new ones. Right. So to find a brand new 2024 piece is actually more difficult now.
Oh, really?
Because there's less of them entering the market. Are you a Panerai guy?
I am more of a Panerai guy than I was. If you'd asked me this a year ago, I would have said no thank you. And they've sort of seeped into my bloodstream. Although I don't have one, but I've tried a few on.
Because these you can usually pick them up.
That's a beast. I can see that. That's a beast.
What I like about this is it's a very simple, clean, pure looking Panerai Luminor.
Right.
The classic black dial, brown leather strap. I mean, this one's in immaculate. I don't think this one's really been worn, but this one is a 2017. It's a PAM 112. You know, it's listed for 4,450. You know,
it's got an open case bag.
When you're jumping into a new brand, you know, there's quite a few collectors who like to get the kind of poster boys of each brand.
You know, you had the Sylvester Stallone, you know, when was it in the 90s, all of that, when that was going on.
He pretty much really
put it on the map.
Put them on the map, yeah.
Put them on the map. And I know that big chunkiness was part of the charm of it, the allure of it and stuff like that.
The dial's cool as well because it's like 2 layers, you know, so it's cut out and you see the loom underneath. So I believe there's a disc of loom.
Right.
And
I mean, this one, so it's sandwich dial.
Yeah.
But so, it doesn't have the small seconds. I just noticed a lot of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a very pure time-only.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
The final watch I want to show you, I think this is one of the best looking Daytonas that you can possibly get, configuration-wise.
All right. Oh, wow.
So that had a very short production run. I think they were only in production for around 2 years. Rose gold, Oysterflex, meteorite Daytona.
Yeah, I thought that meteorite dial. Now, this is still in huge demand, isn't it?
Yeah. They're still
These are hard to come by, and the prices, I mean, these are...
Yeah, I mean, they were really crazy at one point. That's a 2023 example. That's up for 63,950. So,
yeah, kind
of low 60s.
I like it, but again, I'm not a huge fan of rose gold. I think it's... No? I prefer, if I was going to get one on the Oysterflex, it would be yellow gold. Yeah. Or the white gold.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my opinion on them changes quite often. Every time I see one in a different metal, I think this could be the best looking one. But yeah, all of them are really stunning.
Listen, Harry, Thank you so much for sharing all of these with
Yeah,
me.
no problem at all.
What a gift. So if anybody wants to find me, it's YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Rob the American, isn't
It's
it?
Rob.
It's a good
If you
name.
go to YouTube and you put in @Rob the American, all one word, you'll find me. And I'm on Instagram at Rob_the_American.
Well, thank you very much for dropping in.
No, again, thanks for having me.
Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time for Deal of the Week. Deal of the Week, Deal of the Week. What do we have here? Watch number 7091. It's a large Rolex box. We have a Deep Sea. There you go. This one's a Deep Sea James Cameron, as you can see, with the black and blue. Very, very popular watch, this. They have changed the movement quite a few times, and this one is the latest one, 136660. This watch is a 2023, the 6th of 2023, the latest model. This watch is going on our website for $13,450. This one's going to be under list price. The list price is $12,720. Yes, a strange number, but this one is like brand new, as you can see. I'm going to sell you the James Cameron for less than list. This watch is of high demand. I'm going to sell you at less than list for the deal of the week. If you want the James Cameron, you can have it for $12,450. Boom.